Okay, part 2. Now, when your brigades are firing, you may come across some big numbers. In other words, if your strength points comes up with, rule number 4. If the total firing combat strength is greater than 11, divide the strength into the greatest number of increments of 11. So, example, say you get 33 strength points. We'll break them up to 11. So you got a series of 3, 11, 11, 11, from your strength points of your brigade. What does that mean? It means you get to roll on the combat fire table 3 times. So the first roll, you may get 5 tick marks. Second roll, you may get 1 complete hit. In your third roll, you may get 1 complete hit with 1 leftover remainder, which is 1 tick mark. And the tick marks add up. They're progressive. So during the battle, you get 2 tick marks, and then you get 6 tick marks, and anyway, it adds up, and it adds up until you get a set of 10. And once you rack up 10 tick marks, that turns into a complete hit. So if you had 4 hits originally, you now have 5. And of course all the tick marks that made up that 10 get erased away. So you erase all that from your sheet. And that'll keep things clear. Let's go with another number. You're adding up your strength points on your brigade. You're getting ready to fire. And say you get 15. So you got 10, 11. Okay, you get a roll 1 time on the chart. Okay, but you got an axis of 4. Or you have to ignore that 4 axis. And that only applies to the die roll. So you only get a roll once. And if you get 22, so you have 22 strength points, and you break that up to increments of 11, you get to roll the dice twice on the chart and hit the enemy twice. And that concludes the combat fire table. Oh, doggone my hide. The blue numbers. I forgot about the blue numbers, which represent cavalry counters, markers. So use the blue numbers when you're dealing with cavalry. Remember, the cavalry, whatever their die roll is, you got to multiply it by 2. So if the cavalry rolls a 4, you multiply it by 2, that becomes an 8. Well, you only can go up to what? 6? That's where you stay, and you cross-index. The excess is ignored. If the cavalry rolls a 1, multiply that by 2, comes a 2, and you use this. cavalry markers do have somewhat of a punch to them. Now that's the end of combat fire table.